That's where we're gonna go now. B7 is the way. B7 is the place. B7 is the truth. There's 2 stars in this one. Unlike the 0 of the previous one, which is cool. How many stars have we missed so far? Have we only missed 1? I don't remember, so I'm gonna check it out. And the answer to that particular query is yes. We have only missed 1 star so far. Which I'm guessing has to do with the Sphinx. Unless the Sphinx is also attached to some sort of a secret Easter egg area or something. I don't know. There's a lot of potential for a lot of things. I was just taking a sip of my drink. You don't immediately need to send me back, game. That's just very, very rude. So there's the talkie box over there, which I'll be talking to in a second. And there's an eyeball which is trying to communicate with me. But the network is inaccessible, so we're just gonna read more about Osiris, read more chat logs, and read all that good stuff. Norwegian Blue. And a bunch of things. We'll read that one day. Maybe. For now, we're gonna go and listen to the wonderful worlds of Lady Person.
On the first night, when I knew it was over, I went out to look at the stars. And I thought, somewhere up there are the stations we built, and the probes we sent out. Voyager 1 and 2, beyond the edge of our solar system, continuing their long journey through interstellar space, like memories of our ambition, ambassadors who have outlived their homeland. And then I thought, if they still exist, are we really gone? If machines are an extension of the human body, then so long as they continue to function, we're still here.
Yes. I agree with her words. Something about things. And Voyagers. And space. Presumably. Hello. Are you gonna talk to me this time, Mr. Snake, or are you just gonna give me even more words? Robots.txt. Is that just a very uninteresting file? It was... Oh, that's cute. I'll read that out loud at some point, but the last lines were nice. They were good. Alright, I kind of want to go to all these places, and most likely it's going to tell me I can't go so far. Nope! Because look at all those pyramids and things. I want to see it all. I want to see it all up close and touch it with my face. I want to headbutt every one of these pyramids and be like, yo, you're a finely made structure. And I really respect the way you still stand after long quantities of time and sand. And they would be like, thanks, if a pyramid could speak. Which in this particular instance is unlikely, but not impossible. Not the last thing you would expect from a pyramid to do after the long time it has survived. Will we be able to go all the way over there? It's very unlikely. It's very far away from all the puzzles. But simultaneously, I'm going to try it. I'm just going to make a straight line through those archways, and I believe in myself. And with that belief comes access. Wow, I might actually... Oh, look at that. Oh, so I guess we can actually go here at some point. We just need to find some way to get a button presser. Yeah, look, QR codes. Another huge pyramid! What mad ambition it must have taken to build such things. It's just a big... God, dog, please! Don't be so nanciful. Don't be so nanciful. I'm just gonna teleport back. Because the words are everything. Where the words end, blah blah blah. Who's faster, God or me? Probably me. Alright. Did I read these? I don't feel like I did. I have found just one voice of reason in the computer archive of all places, and it seems we are becoming close friends. Do not befriend the serpent. I got an achievement, apparently. For it will penetrate your breasts and sow its seeds of doubt. There is no hope, always boxed in, walls everywhere. Even where there seems to be freedom, it is false. Invisible walls, no way out. Who invited this guy? Like, right? Everyone's being such a negative person today. And granted, we are all stuck in a giant desert, but we could go back to the grass zone. We have that option. Grass zone's pretty cool. Nothing wrong with the grass zone. And there's another QR code over there? Question mark? I think so. Yellow. No way out. No way out. No why you. Alright. Thanks. I mean, it is kind of true, I suppose. We can't really go back that way, but... I mean, how do you really want to like walk all the way there? You probably want to turn on some sort of turbo mode cheat to do that, because it's quite a distance. Let's listen to some more words.
How do you solve a problem that extends beyond your own lifespan? That question may be the essence of civilization. The only answer I can find is to initiate a process, to create an environment in which the solution will occur independently of yourself. But that requires a difficult sacrifice. Letting go of your desire to bear witness, to exist at the center of the cosmos. To participate in the project of civilization is to accept death. Oh, Alex, you're such a fun person.
At least Alex has some good times about it all. Don't look up. What? Why? You can't... You can't... I mean, usually when something says don't look up, it just means that there's going to be a monster coming out, not a coconut. How did the coconut know? How did it know? That's incredible, though. That is pretty good. We learned. Don't look up. When it says don't look up, my God, don't look up. It's not a good idea. Also, we have a zoom button. We don't really use it very often, but we can zoom in a little bit, like very slightly. I think you have to manually assign it to work. But when you do, whoop, look at that, how far I can look forward. How will that help me? Not, it won't, but you know, that's could be neat, you know. Big lump of mine. I'm going to let it shine. This is kind of a problematic area, if you ask me. I feel like I can very easily take one of these boxes out of this puzzle. Also, there's some sort of weird thing over there, which is probably the thing I'm trying to pick up in this puzzle. Is there like a safe path I can take, or do I have to like block some of these? I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna have to block some of these, so that's fair enough, I guess. Yes, fair enough, I guess. Yeah, there's no way I won't be able to jump out of this. I mean, come on. I can probably jump out of there, and then I'll have two boxes I can stack on top of each other. Yeah, that is a bit of an issue, isn't it? Yeah. That is a bit of a problem. That is something that I need to deal with somehow. Am I dealing with it? I'm not sure, but I have a box left, so that's good. Whenever there's a box, there's a way. That's the words. Whoop! I tried in an idiotic way, and unsurprisingly, didn't work out very well. But I had to try. I need some jammy over there as well. How am I gonna get the gems? Am I gonna need a box all the way over there as well? Maybe. So I'm gonna need some way to jam my way out of that one. This is really just not a very good area to be in. This is just very, very awkward. Unless I can just jump out from here somehow. I need it. Oh, there's a switch there. So I guess I do actually need a box. Alright, so that's good to know. I'll take that one. And then I'll just win. That's my plan. I'm just gonna win. Jump to victory in one go. Is it possible? No. No, it is not. I think. Maybe. I don't know. This is really quite an awkward area. It's very tight. In a lot of ways. What? Ah, man, I feel like that is actually possible, though. I feel like I got something here that can be used for the good of solving this. Because that looked good. That looked decent. That looked like a thing. But then again, I'm pretty bad at judging distance when it comes to this nonsense, so there is that to consider as well. I think, okay, yeah, okay. The one that's standing still over there is basically the Crow team going, no, Gar, we've seen that, and we're just not gonna let you do that because it's too easy. Come on, try a little bit harder. You know you can do this. And to that I say thanks, Crow team, for having such confidence in my abilities. But I think you're overestimating me by a considerable margin. And I think that's a reasonable thing to say about myself. If I am on a box, does it explode? Yes. I was curious about that, because when I'm in the little elevated area over here, they're not as mad. So I guess if I'm just slightly elevated, they don't really care what I do with my life. Which is good to know, I guess. I don't know if that's gonna help me at all, but it's good to know. I'm just gonna try something here. Just something for the funsies. Whoop. So I can at least get out. So that's good to know. I guess I might as well just immediately grab whatever's over there then. I don't know if there's anything over there. Oh, there's a star there, I think. Yep. Alright, so at least we got that out of the way. And I kind of wanted to just stand on top of the wall and just jump from there, but whatever, I guess. This works as well. Does it work? Yes. Got it. Well, that's star number 1, and we got ourselves a pretty nice view of the area. So we can see if there's anything else I need to investigate. And my scanners being me, say that there is nothing to investigate anywhere, and we've won. And that's why we fell down. I'm gonna reset everything on account that there is a box missing from that puzzle now, and I feel like that is not going to make solving that puzzle any easier. That is how I feel about this particular situation. So, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna fix this particular conundrum over here? I don't know. I'm gonna try this again. I feel like this might work. I feel like this is a solution to a puzzle. I also feel like this is a stupid idea, and it's probably not what they intended when it came to solving this puzzle, so much as it was just to get a box to that particular pyramid. And I'm gonna see if I can maybe do something else. Maybe I should actually think like a person who's trying to solve a puzzle, and not like a person who's just trying to mess around and try to do it in a silly way. But I don't really know what I want to do. I think I might be able to... What if I just drop the box down there? Maybe that's the thing I can do. I don't know if that helps at all, but at least I'll have a drop the box down. So that's that. There's that. Oh. Yeah. Now I've done that. You can't deny I haven't done that. There we go. For some reason, you can only pick that thing up when you're like standing on top of the little fence instead of the area next to it. But whatever. Whatever works, right? Whatever works. I feel like I should have blocked that one instead of the other one, though. But oh well, it's too late for that now. Yeah, it's too late for that now, which may prove to be my downfall. But oh well. What are you gonna do? Except reset it all. I don't really know how I'm gonna block that one, though. It's really not a very fun area. It's just sort of running around in a place where I don't really know how to deal with it. Because I kind of want to block it next to the one that's standing still, but that's gonna require something that I think is actually impossible, which is tricky. That is a bit of an issue that I'm having to deal with here. Yeah, this, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing right now. Can I... Okay. Can I place the box on top of this and then jump up here? Do something with that, maybe? Is that a thing? No. No, this is not thing. This is not thing. But I might be able to set one down over here and then jump from there. Then we got a little bit of a higher area that we can work with. Get that. Jump on that. We can make an even sillier jump than we could do previously. So we just wait for that one to go back again. And then from here we just jump to the end, then we win, and we're winners, and everyone's happy. This? Oh god, no. No way. There were too many things all going to the same place, but I feel like we got something here. Because we do need this second box as well, which is a real problem that I'm having to deal with here. I wish I didn't fall down just now, but I did. But yeah, like, I feel like we got something here. We got a solution of sorts. I really wish I could place this box down over here more easily than getting it stuck on the stupid box over there all the time. But what are you gonna do? What we can do is actually just move the box because we're smart people who know how puzzles work. Go me. Go me. And get that. And get that. Alright. So we just do this again, and now we just don't fail. See? Easy. I really don't know if this is the intended solution, but... Oh, you need both boxes. Are you friggin' serious, dude? Are you joshing me, game? Yes, okay. We can just jump from the box. So, again, there's a lot of things about this solution that I just came up with where I'm like... but it worked. And when something works, it works. Boom. I'm a puzzle solver. I think outside of so many boxes that I'm not even doing the right puzzle anymore. Let's just read this thing. Question. Suppose for sake of argument, all this is without purpose. The universe is a machine switched on and abandoned long ago. How would I explain what I see? Perhaps you are asking the wrong question. Perhaps you would have no hope of explaining it. Maybe not on my own. Depends if the machine is iterative, and what problem it was built to solve. If you're trying to outsmart the guy in the archive, the answer is none of the above. Yeah, I'm dog. Paint bucket. Alright, where are we gonna paint something cool? I don't know. I kind of want to paint it over there, but it seems unlikely that I'll be able to go to that giant pillar over there. I'm gonna try it anyway, though. I think it would be fun to have our name written down on that giant pillar. I think that would amuse me in many ways. This is very unlikely to work. Oh my god. I can't do it. Paint message. Oh god, this is an awful way to do it. There must be a way to escape this place. Oh god. People are going to see that and be like, yo, there's like a thing on that giant pipe, and they'll try to read it, and it's like, god, this is the worst. And they'll be like, thanks, Gar, for doing what you do every day. And I'll be like, you're welcome, world. Except none of those words will be spoken because we can't see each other on account that I just painted a message on the wall and then left. But other than that, everything I said was correct, and I'm very happy about that. Okay, so what are we gonna do? There's more bombs, because bombs are all the rage in this world, it seems. Two puzzles with bombs. Not really appreciating it very much. Not really very happy about that at all. I don't like bombs. They explode, hurt me. Hurt my feelings, hurt my emotions. Hurt my body, due to the fact that I explode. There's a lot of wrong things with these bombs, and I'm explaining all of them in quite the detail. I need a red laser. Where am I gonna get a red laser? At least we found both stars. So really the only one we're missing now... Well, obviously we need to actually get this one first, but other than that, the only one we're really missing is the thingy. Yeah. That's right. That's right. The only one we're really missing is the one in the big Sphinx area, so that's gonna take some checking out. You're making me very angry, game. You're making me very, very angry right now. Fine. I'll do it the way you intended it. First of all, I guess I'll do this because this is kind of pointless what I'm doing over here. Get out of there. Problem solved. No more tears. Only joy. That was a very easy puzzle, all things considered, to be brutally honest. But I don't mind. I can live with that. There we go. So, where was the red one again? Was it over here somewhere? No, that's the wall. Walls are not the same. How about you stop doing that because it makes an awful noise all the time forever. And instead we figure out some way to do this. Oh. Huh. Well, isn't that very interesting? I mean, I'm gonna have to put it over here, and then there's really only a limited amount of places where I can get a red laser from. In fact, it looks like I'm actually gonna have to get the red laser from here because I need to open the door somehow. Unless I can get a blue laser. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one, isn't it? We're gonna... Previous video, 10 minutes. This video, 4 hours, 5 days, million years. But presumably we're gonna have to do something with this, considering that it's on the other side and also has red lasers. That's just two things I'm putting together here. I'm pretty smart. You're welcome. And, like, would that be possible? I don't know. Maybe. Anything cool here? Any coconuts? No coconuts? Yes, coconut. No coconut. Coconut, coconut. Coconuts. Shake your coconuts. Cocoa boys. That is a reference to a song that haunted my dreams for a long period of time. And I'm very sorry to anyone who's ever played Worms 3D and remembers the days before they sort of patched that. Like, Worms 3D had this menu music, which was not fitting. It was not supposed to be there. And most likely, it was sort of just filler music. Because the composer of the music of Worms 3D, like, he had an actual song as well. Are you really not on that Switch? Like, are you really doing that to me right now? Like, they had this weird just shake your coconuts, cocoa boys song that seemed like a minute long at most, and it just you just kept hearing the same part of the song every single time. It was just awful. It was one of the various awful things about that game. Although I kind of played it more than anyone else in the world, I suppose, so there's that. But then they sort of patched it by releasing like this music patch, but you could like barely find it, and it only like changed which song played. Like the song was already there, it was just that it didn't play the correct song. And that's my story about Worms 3D. You're welcome. It's quite an exciting story, I'm aware, and you might not have been ready for such a riveting story time, but now you know the secrets of Worms 3D and the coconuts and the shaking thereof. You're welcome. So let's go back to this puzzle. What are we actually doing here? I'm just sort of doing stuff, and I'm not really accomplishing anything with it. But I think I can put this on the thing, and then I can go upstairs. In fact, I'm wondering if I could have done that previously with this laser and just gone up with the jammer, but you know. It's the kind of things you think about after like 3 years, and then it's too late. Why is there even like a red laser thing here when you have a jammy jams? Jammy jams are better at everything related to doors. So I just don't understand. Very questionable. I don't get you. I don't know what you're doing. Where are we going? We got a bunch of boxes, we got a laser thing, and we got a jam. I guess we could make like a pile of boxes, put the laser on top of it, and then make a really high laser. I mean, there probably is a reason why we can go up here. And more likely than not, we're probably gonna have to put this thing on top of this somehow. Maybe with a box. Maybe we can hit that blue laser over there. With the help of that other blue laser, which we can totally see. Right? Yeah. You might not be able to see it, but that's because it's not visible. That would do it, wouldn't it? That would be a pretty reasonable reason as to why you can't see it right now. Where am I going? I need to go back again. I don't know where I am. I've gotten lost and confused, and it's put me in a weird spot in my life. Right. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. We're gonna jam that, and then we're gonna move things around, and we're gonna do cool things, and everyone's gonna be like, what? And I'm gonna be like, yeah. And that's basically the plan I have up to this point. I don't really have anything else planned besides that. But I feel like the point where we reach yeah status is roughly the point where I'm going to be pretty happy about how things have been done, which is roughly right now. There's no way I'm going to use a red laser here, am I? There is a very small chance that a red laser is actually going to be used here. But there is this door to consider as well. There is this door to consider as well. But it might not be a problem. We're gonna see about that soon enough. I think we're nearly at the end of this puzzle, due to the fact that there's really not much more to it. That would be my reasoning. I don't know though. I don't know. Maybe this isn't what I'm supposed to do here, because this seems impossible. In fact, yeah, this does seem quite impossible what I'm trying to do here. So, yeah, there is that minute detail. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Can I No, no, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way. So that... I feel like that might be the thing, though. What if... let's just actually put you down for a second. How about you stop being so raunchy? Or whatever the word for that is. And then we put you on top of that. And then we put this... We put this... And we point it at the lockety lock. Can we even see the lockety lock from anywhere? Nope. But let's see if this works. Let's see if this is a viable solution to the problem that I have made for myself. Whoop. I just need to be able to do a tiny jump, and that is actually impossible. But once we've done that... There we go. So if we now turn this on, then we hit a wall. So that's a bit of an issue. I'm not gonna lie. This is a small problem. And we're doomed. We're doomed forever. Actually, we're not. Never mind. I figured it out. Maybe. Did I? I don't... No. Maybe? I don't know. I have a lot of questions right now, and I'm not sure if I have an answer to any of them. Because I'm pretty sure, like, this shouldn't work. This is impossible, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Why? Why do you just go down like that? There's no reason for you to do that. But I feel like if I have a second box, this might work. You know? You get what I'm getting at, world? Because I hope you do. I hope you're ready for the 6 smackdown I'm trying to lay upon you right now, because that's kind of what I'm guaranteeing on now. But I can't really jump there, which is an issue that I don't know how to deal with. So there's that. Just basically, no, there's a lot of words that I'm saying right now, and none of them are actually leading to anything, which is the main problem I'm facing right now. You go up there. Is there anything I can do with that? I don't think I need to, like, actually press anything, do I? No. Was there anything over here I could use at all? I think this was just yeah, there was just a lot of nothing. Well, that's not very exciting at all. So what's left? What remains? I remain, and I will fix this somehow. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. We're gonna get to the point where everyone's gonna be like, damn, son, you figured that out, but good. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, boy. And then they question my methods of speaking and revoke my speaking access forever. But it'll be worth it, because I solved the puzzle. It would be kind of hilarious if this was a possible solution. I would laugh loudly, even though my voice doesn't really permit that right now. I would just break everything about myself and just laugh continuously. But I don't think this is actually going to work, so there's that to consider as well. Can't seemingly jump over the fence. There's a block over there, though. Is that good for anything? I don't know. What is that block good for? I genuinely have no idea. That's very strange. But let's see. How about we put you over here? I don't even know where the other one is, so that's good. But are we capable of jamming the jammings? Are we jammable? Is this a thing that we can jam? How did you get up here? I don't even remember putting you there, but somehow here you are. Not gonna question it. Just gonna move on. Jump into the place. Jump to there. So we can jam that door from over here. Is that usable at all? Because I'm 90% sure that doesn't actually mean anything. Like, around the 90% mark is where I'm at with that particular thought motion. Unless... Oh. Ooh. Ah. Where are my boxes? Where did I put those again? I moved them all over the place, and now I'm lost in a lot of ways. But I need both of my boxes here. I need both of my boxes to be with me in these times of need. Let's see. How about you get on the box with those connected? You get on there. And then with this one, we're gonna connect a red laser to your thing somehow. How am I not hitting the thing here? It's right there. This seems very unlikely, but I have to try it, you know? Yeah, this is a wall. This is another one of those instances where I found a wall. And, it's stopping my progress a bit. Oh boy, okay. Up. Is this better? Yeah, this is better, actually. Sort of, except that I now need 2 boxes and have literally no way of doing this. That is the small issue at hand here that I have to deal with right now. So, how? That is the question that is currently being asked in my mind. And the answer to that question is... I don't know. I mean, I don't think we have any way of doing that at all. Unless there is some sort of weird way we can do this somehow. Alright, I hit both of them. Sure. Can I do it from here? It's close, but it's not happening. So this might not be what I'm supposed to be doing here. Which is a bit of an issue. Because I don't really know what is the thing I'm supposed to be doing here then. Whoop. Give me that. Just stop for a moment. Just go away. Just be away for a moment. I need some thinking time here again. And with thinking time comes looking around a lot time. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I can hit anything all the way over there. It's just slightly too low. So that's an issue. I would be able to hit a laser over there though. Yeah. What am I doing? I'm just being dumb. There we go. Problem solved. Stop being dumb. That's the answer. Solution found. The issues I face on a day-to-day basis should not even be issues. Honestly. But they are. But I figured it out. We did it. We have survived to live another day. Once I reach this point of actual intelligence, I will have finished every problem of my life. And we're gonna be happy children. I don't know what this one's for. I don't know how to hit that one. I'm gonna call it impossible and just go about my day. Hello, son. You are very bright this day. Really? Do you have to be like this? You have to be so picky. Alright, so we got 3 boxes, and I can only assume that I'm gonna need to have all 3 boxes basically pushing this thing up as far as possible. So I'm gonna need to get back, I think. Probably my jammy. Most likely my jammy, but anything will work, really. Yeah, actually I don't even need my jams. I don't need my jams at all. How about you get off, you get on, you get even higher, and most likely we're gonna have something to get that pesky star over there, which is just staring us in the face forever. Yeah, we do. Get that now. Got it! So that just leaves us with a single star in this area, I do believe. And then we might actually be able to get to one of those star zones. Unless we can just use any quantity of stars in any of the areas, really. Then we could just use the stars from Zone 1 as well to get there. But I don't know if that's how it works. We got 1 puzzle remaining. And we're just gonna do that, I guess. Not gonna overthink it. Just gonna do it. Just gonna play some jammies down. Whole lot of jamming. That's what we're gonna do. Even the game's like, yep, that's what's going down in this particular puzzle zone. I gotta check all of these stupid things out now, because there was one instance where there was something there, and now I have to know every single time. Because there might be a second time where they reuse that general idea of putting something there. And if I don't look there, I wouldn't know. I'll be sad. I don't want to be sad. Child program, Sam Sarah terminated here. Logic, program elected to reset. Final memory dump. It is clear I cannot bend the world to my will. Faced with eternal torment, I see that overcoming these challenges will not free me from them. True freedom must come with detachment from the struggle for answers. It seems like these programs are getting terminated a lot, roughly around the time where they just sort of give up trying to find the answer to the question which they don't know. Which is kind of sad in a way. I want to know the answers to whatever questions I'm asking. And that's how it is. Give me those. We got some keys now. That might help. That's good. But yeah, I want to know the truth of whatever lies are being spread around right now. Oh, there's this, I guess. Oh god, there's 2 of those. We're gonna actually need to do a whole lot of jamming. We need to jam a door, we need to jam this and that, jam such and such, and not accidentally get killed by a bomb. That's also one of those predicaments I always have to deal with. Very irritating. Wish I didn't have to deal with those death bomb situations I just keep getting myself into. And I don't know why. It just keeps happening. How about one of you stops somehow? I need you to stop. I need one of you to stop. I don't know how I'm gonna stop you. I don't have any way of stopping you. Do you perchance have a locked door of sorts that I could open with a key? That would be good. I can just stop you from over there. Well, don't worry guys, sometimes my brain turns on and then I'm capable of doing actions. It's just a shame that it's only sometimes. That's the real issue. It's the only issue. But once I figure it out, I'm like zoom zoom to the next place and people be like, yo, he's so quick. He could be Lukey Luke. The way that he shoots faster than his shadows. That is a reference to Lukey Luke, who you might not know because he's about 1,000,000 years old. Is my reasoning. Can I do this? Sure. Why wouldn't they be able to do this? Is there anything cool here? There's a lot of lacking when it comes to the cool shakalacking. And I want some cool shakalacks. I want some cool shakalacks a lot. Going over here. I'm gonna jam a door and wait for the bomb to go to the other side. That's the kind of puzzles we're dealing with. The puzzle of patience. The puzzle of waiting for not destruction. That's what we're waiting for every day. Not destruction. Not death. Not getting blown up by bombs. Bzzzt. And such. Basically, just a lot of not being dead is what I'm going for a lot of the time. Get the jammies. I'm gonna kill myself at some point with one of these bombs. I just know it. That's gonna be an accident. Everyone's gonna be sad. People gonna be like, but Gar, if you just waited for a while, that would not have happened. To which I'll say, correct statement. 5 points. And they'll say, what does that mean? And I'll say, I've become robot because of playing this game. I have become no longer sentient. I'm just doing puzzles for the sake of it. And they'll say, wow, man. Games really do influence our youth. To which I'll say, I'm 24 years old. I don't think I really belong in youth anymore. But then they'll say, actually, age demographics specify youth usually being between the ages of 18 and 24 due to that's just how the demographic works. And I'll say, well, fair enough, I guess. And yeah, I won't really be able to dispute anything else from that point on. That's basically the story of how I came to be. And I hope you guys learned a lot, because it's basically my life story. And it's very important to me that you guys understand what I'm talking about. Because if you don't, then I'm just basically droning on about nothing. And that's just very unlikely. That just doesn't seem like the kind of thing I would do. As you might know, because I often say a lot of words. And you might have listened to some of them. Not all of them. That's unreasonable. That's not a reasonable request from me. But you might have heard some of them every now and then. And, yeah. We're just gonna wait for a bomb again. Because, like I said, that's just the puzzle we're dealing with. We're dealing with the puzzle of not death. dealing with the puzzle of a whole lot of jamming, and a whole lot of jamming is going to require a whole lot of jammers. Without a whole lot of jammers, we're just a person who throws himself at the minigun and dies a lot, and I don't think that's really something you want to be remembered for, because that's, while it is something that not many people do, it is simultaneously not immediately something you wish to be remembered for in the future. So don't do that. Otherwise, you're gonna have only sad tales. Like, the bards will write songs about you, but no one will ever really sing them except for that really drunk guy in the corner, who no one listens. Like, Crazy Steve will be the only person who's actually gonna be singing those songs. And you don't really want your songs to be sung by Crazy Steve, which I understand may sound a bit offensive towards Crazy Steve, because he does have a lot of good values when it comes to certain political things. But simultaneously, he is called Crazy Steve for a reason. And that reason is because he's singing the wrong bar songs about people who got shot in the face by miniguns and have, other than that, not really contributed to society overall. And that's my story. Hope you guys enjoyed it, because that is the story we tell when we do puzzles that contain a whole lot of jamming. We did it! We can leave. I don't think there's really anything else to explore here at this point now, because we did a lot of things, picked up a lot of stuff, got every puzzle piece. We're only here for the sigil acts. Let's do some reading before we continue onwards to see if the star door is open, and if it isn't, then we can go to that Sphinx place and, like, yell at the Sphinx or something. Chat log.
So I think, what's the point, right?
Yeah, I keep thinking about my aunt. Have I told you about her?
I don't think so.
She's super rich. Like, she drives around in a ridiculously expensive sports car. And she goes on vacations to the Bahamas. And she has a huge house that feels more like some sort of corporate HQ than a home. She worked really hard to get all that, but she also screwed over a lot of people, including her own family. I used to be quite angry at her for what she did to my parents, but now I think, what did she get out of it? She and her husband are always fighting. Their son became so obsessed with money that he ruined his own family. I mean, yeah, they have everything that I always dreamed about, but they can't enjoy any of it.
My grandfather was like that.
And now, at the end, what does any of it mean? If you have all the money in the world, but you die alone and unloved, what did you accomplish? I don't get it. I just don't. There you go.
Here's some Osiris text in case you want to read it. It has a bunch of words. You can read it whenever you want. And Norwegian Blue. Hi folks, I'm sorry to say that a few hours ago I experienced the first symptom. I'm going to work until the end of the week to make sure Elle is in perfect condition, but after that I'll be going back home. I will remain reachable via email and phone for as long as possible, but I'm confident Satoko can deal with anything that comes up. If you want to do me a huge favor, spare me the drama tomorrow, okay? I love you all, but I just don't have the strength for sad smiles and hugs. The best remedy for sorrow is to get the job done. And now, for something completely different. Dead parrot scotch. Nah, I don't care about that. Second thesis, because we got the extras.
In man, as the only rational creature on Earth, those natural predispositions which are intended for the use of his reason should be completely developed only in the species, not in the individual. Reason in a creature is the faculty for extending the rules and purposes for the use of its powers far beyond natural instinct, and knows no limits in its designs, yet it does not act according to instinct, but requires trials, practice, and instruction in order to progress from one degree of insight to the next. Therefore, each human would have to live excessively long in order to learn how he could make full use of his natural capacities. Or, if nature had indeed given him only a short term of life, as she indeed has, so she would require a perhaps unpredictable series of generations, each passing its enlightenment to the next, to finally develop her seeds in our species to the degree that she considers appropriate. And that point in time must be, at least as an idea, the goal of man's efforts, for otherwise his natural capacities would have to be regarded as largely meaningless by a person. There you go. Boundary.
What, said he, makes the difference between man and all the rest of the animal creation? Every beast that strays beside me has the same corporal necessities with myself. He is hungry and crops the grass. He is thirsty and drinks the stream. His thirst and hunger are appeased. He is satisfied and sleeps. He rises again and is hungry. He is again fed and is at rest. I am hungry and thirsty, like him. But when thirst and hunger cease, I am not at rest. Segment 4. Then raising his eyes to the mountain, "This," said he, "is the fatal obstacle that hinders at once the enjoyment of pleasure and the exercise of virtue. How long is it that my hopes and wishes have flown beyond this boundary of my life, which yet I never have attempted to surmount?" Words.
Robots. There once was a robot from Spain who went a little insane. It found that its data had never been left beta and needed to upgrade its brain. There once was a bot from Japan whose eyes the numbers could scan. It found that the facts required an axe and a very serious plan. There once was a brilliant AI whose circuits were built not to fry. It got caught in a loop, 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 it got caught in a... You get the idea. Words, stars, victory. We're gonna go back to the starry place.